Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Are you still with us and all in one piece? I hope so, because it's been a really intense and heavy last few days, and this week is going to be just as testy and pushy with us. We kind of got to brace ourselves. It's going to be a very emotional, packed, jammed week. We are officially at the midpoint of the Mercury retrograde, and at the end of this week we will have the full moon as well as the lunar eclipse at the same time. Eclipses generally bring about beginnings and endings to things, and it really causes us to let go of things internally that we've been holding on to for so long. To kind of gauge what it is that should be coming up for you as far as releasing and letting go of something, it's always best to look back at the previous 6 months, as those were the same planets at play then that are going to be at play now. So going back to about March 8th, you can kind of figure out what was going on for you in your life then that was really big, and use that as a little guideline and tool to figure out what could potentially come up for you this week. Like I said, it's going to be a very haywire, edgy week that's going to push and test us to our limits. Miscommunication is extremely haywire, way more than usual. And with it, there's a lot more tension driving it underneath, and hostility and aggression is instinctual and unconscious. And the reason those things are more instinctual and unconscious is because the things driving this are psychological wounds, and they're wounds that are extremely painful to us, that we've been harboring for many of us a good few decades, childhood. And it's so hard to not only come up to those, but address them and face them head on. And even though they give us the most pain, they are the greatest teachers. For if we can understand them, then we can understand the obstacles that we are currently facing or are in front of us. It's a matter of looking at it in a different way and using that to kind of tweak and figure out how can I apply what changes I do in addressing that wound to other areas of my life that could use a little bit of tweaking and adjusting as well in a similar fashion. It's just, there's a lot of hurt and anger and frustration and grief and pain going on, and a lot of endings have been happening. I talked about deaths happening, relationships are breaking apart and falling apart, not just newer baby ones, but long relationships and committed and in-depth ones as well. Let whatever comes up this week for you come out, but do be very aware of what it is. Life is trying to show you very clearly what it is that needs to be shifted within you and worked on. And if you take the time and compassion to work with it in a gentle way, it can only do good things for you in the long run, not only personally, but in the rest of your life as well. So be aware of yourself this week and give yourself what you need when you need it. It's going to call for a lot of stressful times and a lot of wanting to fly off the handles, but as long as you give yourself the compassion to stay within the moment, within yourself, within your body, and staying grounded, it can only be good. Thanks for listening in. I'm giving you all the loving, warm, supportive, golden light as you go through this week and through your own trials that will come up, and we will all make it through wonderfully and completely well. We'll see you next time. Thanks.